Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this How to Make a Father's Day card using my very own seasonal cluster stamps, and it's the Father's Day collection that we're looking at today. So this is a great set of stamps to make a card that is, well, it'll be unique and it will see you through the year with Father's Day. Plus there's lots of elements on the actual sheet that you would be able to use and build up to use things in your own stash, and you'll be able to make your own background papers. This is brilliant for journaling and so many other things. Now I'm not going to show you how to stamp, I'm not going to show you how to emboss in this tutorial. We're just going to put together a card because there's a full guide on my website to how to rubber stamp, how to heat emboss, etc. So if you're new to crafting, please check my website out. All the details are not only underneath in the description, but if you go to www.annemarievaux.com, so the address will be on screen. So if you pop over there, all the details of the cluster stamps and everything will be available. So the first thing that we're going to need is a base card. Now, I've actually got carried away and I've added the first layer on the front of the card, so please excuse that. This is a 7x7 inch card in white. And the first thing that I'm going to do, as I always do on any of my tutorials, is use a bone folder to make sure we've got a nice sharp crease along the edge of the card. Now we're going to create the insert first as well, because again, on all of my tutorials, I create inserts for cards as well as the outside. This insert could not be simpler. I've cut a layer of cardstock, which is 6.8 inches by 6.8 inches square, and this is the smooth stamping card from Personal Impressions. Again, the details will be on my website, so please keep checking it because I'm going to keep updating it with different things because it's brand new. I've got a lot to put on there, so you've just got to bear with me for a little bit. All I've done is taken the frame stamp from the Father's Day collection and stamped it in the centre. Now that means you can either write your message in there, or you can find a sentiment stamp that you might have in your stash to use it with that, or you can just leave it blank and then just add some more cogs, some more detail. It's completely up to you. I'm leaving mine blank because I think I would write my message in there. I think that would look great, and it's just a very quick, simple insert idea. I've got this on flat tape on the back so I can peel the tape away and then insert the insert in the card and place it central. There we go. And then press it down. Now I can turn my attention to the outside of the card. I'm going to use my bone folder again just to make sure that crease is nice and sharp. And you'll notice I'm working with the crease to the top of the card. So I've already gone ahead and added one layer to the background of the card. The second layer I'm going to add is a layer of the smooth stamping card from Personal Impressions, the Sweet Dixie smooth stamping card. I've stamped using the background stamp from the Father's Day collection, and I've stamped around the edge using the Perfect Medium ink pad, and then I've used the Personal Impressions white embossing powder. I've then tinted it using Distressing Gathered Twigs, and it's given the distressed feeling, and then just in a couple of the cogs I've added just a touch of green ink to give it just a tiny oldie worldy feel. So I've blended it just around the edges. I've got flat tape on the back that I can peel off, and we can add that over our previous layer. So this was cut to 6.6 by 6.6 inches. So that gives a nice edge around the outside of the card. My next layer is general cardstock. Now, after these first few tutorials, the cardstock I'm going to be using is the Sweet Dixie Smooth Card. There's going to be a video showing the range of colours that's available. Again, details will be on my website. At the moment, the first 4 tutorials are going to be just general what I have in my stash. So just bear with me, and then eventually you'll see the cardstock video showing the different colours, and then from then we'll be using all the Sweet Dixie cardstock. I've got flat tape on the back of this piece. Now I've actually ripped and torn the edges, and I'm going to just pop this through the centre of my card, and I think roughly about there. There we go, press it down. Now this is using the border stamp from the Father's Day collection. Again, I've used the smooth stamping card, and I've just repeat stamped the border stamp through the centre of the card. I haven't tried to position it and measure it. I haven't tried to be exact. So I've simply repeat stamped the border stamp, and I've used the Gathered Twigs ink, and then I've inked the edges as well, where I've ripped and torn them. I've got flat tape on the back, and I'm going to position this over the previous layer of ripped card, just through the centre of it like that. Next, I've taken my frame stamp, I've stamped it again using the Gathered Twigs, and I've just cut it out of the smooth stamping card, and I'm going to add that just in the centre of our card. That's on 3D foam, so I can press that down. I've then stamped Father's Day, the full Father's Day cluster that you can see on the sheet. I've used heat embossing powder to give a bronzed effect, and it's copper kettle, and I'm really sorry I've forgotten the green embossing powder that I've used. I think it's Courtyard Green. I will put it on the website. So I've heat embossed to give the gorgeous shimmer, and I've used the 2 colours. Again, the guide to use 2 colours for your heat embossing is on the website. Now I've put this on 3D foam, and I'm going to position it through the centre of the frame below, so it's built up a gorgeous layer. Next, I've stamped the large cog that's on the sheet, and then using a die in my stash, I've die cut each of the cogs. Instead of cutting them out, I've die cut them in 2 different sizes of circle die, and then I've just simply layered them together, again using the heat embossing powder to give 2 different colours of cogs. This is on flat tape, and I'm simply going to add this just to one side of the actual sentiment in the centre, and then I've done the same with some smaller cogs on the smaller circle, and I've put them on 3D foam, and I'm just going to position these around the outside in no particular order, and they are on different heights of 3D foam. And then the last one we'll add just to that side, I think, and that gives us a very unique, gorgeous layered Father's Day card. The inside matches perfectly, so we've got room for our message or a different sentiment. Maybe you've got a with love stamp, something like that you want to use. And the outside is just so, I want to say pretty. I know it's not a word you'd associate with a Father's Day card, but it is, it's gorgeous. The layers and the colours just works so well. Stands up nicely, and as I always say, it's definitely going to stand on the mantelpiece, and I think any dad would love that. Something a little bit different. So please check my website for more details, and details of where you can get your hands on my stamps as well. The list of what I use will be on there. All the details will be on there as normal. I normally say my blog, but now I'm saying my website. So please, please try them. Let me know what you think, because I do love hearing from you. And I look forward to seeing your creations. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next time.